Hello, peeps. Welcome to another episode of Boundless. In this episode, I want to give a little update on the progress of Dragon's Watch. In one of my most recent videos, I went on a little adventure with Javita, and we ran from Pixelgate all the way to Dragon's Watch, only to find out that Dragon's Watch was no longer named Dragon's Watch. And since that episode, I have been busy doing some work on the town, on the settlement there, the community there, and I've received what I feel is pretty positive encouragement and support from other members of the community, of the Boundless community, and there seems to be some desire from other members of the community to help and get Dragon's Watch revived into a thriving city once again. So, which makes me pretty happy that I decided to do this, to go on that adventure, to run there, and to try to revive Dragon's Watch. So, first thing I want to do is we are in Pixelgate on Solemn. Right now we are in the temple in Pixelgate, and I want to show how to get to Dragon's Watch. There currently are two portals to Dragon's Watch. Both of them are operated by me. I hope to add some more portals there. I'm still working with trying to work with a couple of the people that operate some of the bigger portal hubs to get directly connected to their portal hubs. I'm hoping that I can get some help to run the portals, because it would be nice to have like a really big portal like this that you can see into the community and see the dragon and everything else in the community. But I don't know if I by myself can maintain a portal that size along with the existing portals that I'm already maintaining. So from Pixelgate, the first portal that we have to Dragon's Watch is located in my Volpto community hub, which is the red pyramid in Pixelgate. So from the temple, you'll want to come down, head towards the Two Ducks house. We have Jeff's portal hub here too. So if you get to Pixelgate through Jeff's portal hub, all you do is continue straight down. So you take a turn here at this street, and down here at the end where you'll come to our red pyramid hub. So inside here we have a portal to unincorporated, which is the capital on Volpto, which is my community from Volpto. And then we have the portal to Dragon's Watch. So we'll step through and we'll jump right back into this portal, which is actually in Aquatopia. So you come, if you can get to Aquatopia through any of the various different means. So we'll start out, let's run to Mobius Plaza really quick. We'll start out in Mobius Plaza. So we're in Mobius Plaza now on Thurka Market. You'll want to come into the nice. See, this is the type of portal that I think would be cool to. I love the cinematic view of these portals, but a regular big tall one would be kind of cool too, because I have an idea for a cool portal. But from Thurka Market you come into Aquatopia, which is Mobius's village on Solemn, and then you come to the shopping center, and this is just where it's currently located at. Currently I'm using one of the portals from Jeff's portal hub here, his transfer station here. So you come into the shopping station or shopping center, which has all these cool little shops. Somebody must have closed this one down, so there's looks like there's one shop available around the waterfalls here in the center. But you come down, and down here in the corner next to Dash's shop, which is awesomely decorated with the purple leaves and water and blue gleam, blue lanterns. And right here, this portal right here, it's not labeled yet. I'm hoping, I don't know if Jeff's been on or just for as long as I'm using this portal hub, I'm hoping that this gets removed and a sign gets added like that up above there that would say Dragon's Watch. But this is the portal back to Dragon's Watch from Aquatopia. All of this stuff is brand new. That's just been recently added in this section of Aquatopia. So let's jump back in now. Previously, when me and Javita got here, this was named Hammer's Rest, and the mayor of Hammer's Rest was Netkill. And I kind of had planned on reviving Dragon's Watch, so I wanted to start plotting the paths and getting some of the path work done. And one day when I was actually working on that, I came into the settlement here, and there was a player, and it just happened to be Netkill. And I started talking to Netkill, and we got to talking, and I explained to him what Dragon's Watch kind of meant, basically kind of what it meant to me, what my thoughts and plans were for the community, that I wanted to revive it, rename it Dragon's Watch. But I also let him know that I really appreciated his build over there, his little settlement over there with Hammer's Rest, and I didn't want to be that guy that did basically a hostile takeover where I raised my prestige up higher than his so I could change the name of the settlement back to Dragon's Watch, because that would have changed his settlement's name over there, and I didn't want to do that to him. So we were able to work out a mutual agreement between us, and it was an awesome working with him. What we did was I wanted him to keep this path here so that way people can see that there's a path here, and he put up a sign that says Road to Hammer's Rest. So you run down this path, and it's for this part of the path, this is all part of Dragon's Watch still, and this is all all owned by Netkill still. So what we did here is we left a two plot gap between here and there. So when you hit here, you leave Dragon's Watch and you hit here, and now you entered Hammer's Rest. And in doing that, what I was hoping what people will be able to do is they'll come down that path. They'll see that the path continues. It's not connected, but they'll see that the path continues, and they'll be able to just come around, jump on the ice here, and then get back up on the path and continue on to Hammer's Rest. So that way both communities get to keep their names separate, and we're basically kind of like sister settlements now. So of course the defining feature of this settlement is the dragon statue by DZ Chan, and DZ Chan has been awesome too. He's taken a little bit of a break from the game right now for personal reasons, but he logged in long enough to give me access to the beacon for the dragon, so I can make any changes or additions to the base area. I won't touch anything on the dragon. Basically from here, like this layer in, I won't touch anything. The only thing I might change would be changing somewhat of this bottom area out a little bit. Other than that, I'm not going to touch anything else on it. And then I'll be able to, depending on how long of a break he takes, I'll be able to make sure that the beacon stays field, so we don't lose our precious dragon. So I worked on a path design after I had plotted all of the paths, and I went through a couple iterations of what I wanted to accomplish with the path, and this is what I ended up deciding on for our final design for the paths. And I'll see, like, this will be an area that, since I have access to the beacon, I want to clean this up somewhat somehow. I just haven't thought of how I wanted to do that yet. And same with like that. That's why I think there'll be things that I'll be able to do to change this up just a little bit. So let's take a run around. We have had a couple of new members join the community. So first we have, on this one, we have Andy2, which is one of Andy Sav's alts. And he started building a cool little build. I haven't talked to him about what he's building here, but Netkill talked to him for a while one day, and Netkill was saying something about what he had planned here. I'm not going to disclose what Netkill told me, because I want to see it after he gets done building his building here. It sounds like it'll be pretty awesome, so I don't want to ruin it. We will start to showcase people's builds as they finish in this community. So we got the paths go around here. I have plotted up to this these claims up here. I just haven't finished the road yet. I need to do the road up those stairs. We have, basically, there are quite a few dead locations, basically dead spots that are claimed and haven't been used for a while, but there are plenty of free open locations for people. Like, this is an open location, so there are still plenty of open there are plenty of locations still available within the community on the paths to claim. One other thing I wanted to do was to come up with a street light design. And what I did was I watched back a couple of, well, pretty much any video that I could find on YouTube for Dragon's Watch. I watched all of them over again to basically remember what the town looked like, kind of to help me plot out some of the paths and stuff like that. So I was able to do that, but I also looked at how the streetlights were designed in the first iteration of Dragon's Watch from what I remember it being. And it was a very basically the same design as this. The only thing I did was I swapped out the type of blocks, and I went with a decorative igneous block, which is basically like the refined igneous block. So the colors match that. I went with this more tan shade of TwistedFoot timber, and honestly I don't even know where it's from. I just had it in my storage, so I need to figure out exactly where I got that tint from, so I can go get some more in case I run out. But I thought those two colors went together well, and then I just used the regular cream gleam lantern. So that's what our street lights look like. I wanted to basically try to replicate some of the old aesthetics from the old Dragon's Watch. I mean, we're reviving Dragon's Watch. We're not like totally making a new Dragon's Watch or anything. So this is some prime real estate that just, actually it's awesome. This used to be owned by Doomsday Knight, I think his name is. Or everybody just calls him Doom. So this used to be owned by Doom, but now it looks like Javitez came and claimed it. Doom just recently pulled back his plots from here, so it would be open for somebody to come and claim, and I'm happy to see that somebody has already claimed it. We have a nice bridge that runs across to this claim over here. That's the first time that I've seen the actual, like, the combat, basically combat text running off of those. Put them out of their misery. Wish it wasn't raining, but so we'll continue around. There's, like I said, there are still plenty of prime real estate spots available. I'm really hoping that some of these plots that are like reserved, like this one's reserved by Xanatos, who isn't playing the game right now. Hopefully that'll open up soon. But in the meantime, there are still, like, this is a open area right here that could be claimed. We have another build that just started just recently. I noticed, basically since I built the paths. I believe this is, yeah, this is all nice and wide open too. And this is Tickety. I don't know who Tickety is. I don't know if Tickety is an actual player. Well, obviously Tickety's a player, but this is actually named Tickety's Fortress. But I don't know if Tickety's an alt or if Tickety's somebody's main character, but this just popped up just recently, so. And we got the path is going down this way. Right now it's just kind of where I stopped claiming plots at, so I have to I have to do. I have been doing a little bit of leveling on this character. It was actually kind of neat the other day. I triggered a feat, and I went from level 28. I triggered the feat, which leveled me up to 29, which triggered some other feats. And basically, by the end of all of the feats that were triggered, I went from 28 all the way up to 31. So I'm level 31 now on this character. I still have, currently I have 29 plots available, so I can plot out some more paths where needed yet. Or I think I need to claim down into basically being able to create like a basement for the shop. And this is going to be the location of the Twisted Dragon, which is going to be a one-stop shop for noobs and pros. I'm hoping that I can at least offer something similar to what Omni has in his shop. I don't know if I'll be able to do it quite as big and grand as what Omni does, but I wanted a shop. I've been wanting to have a shop open for new players that's easily accessible for them, because yes, they can, it's easy enough to get to Omni's shop, and he's done a great job of basically protecting the shop with building up the walls, putting a roof on and everything like that, so when players go there, they are fairly safe. I mean, they're practically safe. There's points where there's doors and stuff, and if somebody left the door open, chances of a creature getting in there are pretty slim, but it could happen. But it's still kind of daunting and kind of a scary experience for a brand new player to go to Muntean and to see all of those creatures. And if they come through like Jeff's portal hub, there's a part where they're out in the open to try to get there. So I always thought it would be cool and nice for new players to actually have a shop like Omni's shop, because it is an awesome shop. I shop there quite frequently. I buy a lot of stuff from there just because it's convenient. Instead of waiting and taking the time to craft it all myself, I just find it easier just to run there and go buy it. So kind of what we're seeing here for the Twisted Dragon is there's going to be, this is basically where the corners of the claims are at. I think I am 1, 2, 3, I think it's 4, actually it might be 5. Yeah, I think it's 4 by 5, 4 wide by 5 deep. There'll be dual entrances, and I'm thinking I'm going to dig down. I'm gonna claim maybe not the whole all the way underneath here, but maybe like the front, in the front half. Maybe I do like the front 2 rows of plots, so I can make a basement underneath here, so I can put a bunch of machines and crafting and storage and stuff in here, so I don't have to do everything out of my Muntean home. So there'll be entrance there, and I have plans for in the middle between the entrances. So a few of the paths I just finished this path back here. It's not blended in properly yet because I don't know if I want to leave this like this. It's like this right now because I can't claim these plots here because they're owned by Harusta, which owns both of these. I think there's 2 plots here that they own. So I'm kind of either waiting to try to find this player or wait for this beacon to run out of fuel so then I can claim these 2 spots. And if I can claim those 2 spots, then I can change up the design of this pathing here. I would probably just take this path out. I might keep the plots claimed because then I can have a buffer zone around the shop. But then I wouldn't need this connection right here, and I wouldn't need the path here. I could actually do like a garden or something along the side here, and then I could claim this area here and change the pathing up a little bit to work a little bit this way. I don't want to go too far that way because there is another settlement over there across the lake as a separate settlement, and I don't want to get too close to them because I don't want to absorb any settlements. So as we build or try to expand, if there's a need to expand Dragon's Watch, I'll have to be careful of which direction we expand in. So, and I have some of these I've posted some screenshots of. This is kind of an idea that could be like a future portal hub location, whether it's a large portal connected to Harika's portal hub, or if it's a larger portal connected to Pixelgate, or a larger portal connected to Thurka Market, or wherever. Fire Caverns, maybe I just get a larger portal spot in Fire Caverns and build a portal here that connects to Fire Caverns. But it'd be cool to have like a more of a cinematic type of portal hub. So maybe what it ends up being, it would I build up like a platform and put it kind of up on a platform so you're a little bit higher up. Potentially maybe even as far as built up this high, and then there's stairs that lead down there, but then that way when the portal, as a player looks through the portal out into Dragon's Watch, they'll see the dragon. I have a third portal available here. I might actually just set up a plinth here, and if anybody wants to add a portal there, it might be a little tough for me to maintain 3 separate portals. So for right now, I plan on just maintaining this one and this one for right now. So if anybody wants that one, I could get somebody to maybe run a third portal. It would have to be a portal. I think it'd have to be a portal either from Volpto or Epsilon, I'm afraid though. So I don't know where else we would potentially run that one from. I could potentially expand it, make it a little bit bigger if somebody wanted to use it as a bigger portal. So that is basically the current state of Dragon's Watch. and the revival of Dragon's Watch. I will, over the next basically over my next several episodes, I'm going to be getting started on the Twisted Dragon. I have basic thought and plan for kind of a layout of it. I kind of wanted to do some of my personal preferences for when you look at shops. Particularly, like if you go to any of my shops, so let's run back to Pixelgate. I have a shop close to Pixelgate. If you look at any of my shops, I have a shop on Pixelgate, I have a shop on Thurka Market, and then I have a shop on Muntean. I pretty much, on all of my shops, I have a space in between my plinths. I like having it spaced out. I don't know, it just feels more comfortable. In real life, you wouldn't want to necessarily be standing right next to somebody else shopping on that. But that also takes more space to try to sell, if you want to try to sell more items, versus say like this experience where you have your plinths all, well, I'm calling them plinths, but shop stands all right next to each other. And I believe in order to get as much stuff as I want to and need to into the Twisted Dragon, there's going to be multiple levels. So there'll be a lower level with shopping, and there'll be an upper level with more shopping. And I'll have to do a combination of both of those configurations where I have shop stands right next to each other, and I'll do that probably for more common items, lower tier, lower level stuff like wood and stone, leaves, things like that. But when you start to get up into more higher tier stuff, if I can get a stock of things for gems and get to that point where I can offer gem tools, sling bows and that kind of stuff, maybe those are in a more upscale part of the store, and in that area there's more space. The shop stands will be more spread out, so it's more spacious. It's kind of my thoughts for that, for some of the store setup. Kind of my other thoughts on it are, as I'm building it, once I get the frame up, get the floor in, I will probably put some doors in and actually lock them, and then I will kind of planning like a grand opening, and I'll advertise the grand opening on the forums and on Discord when I'm ready. So with the doors locked, I can get all of the shop stands, everything all set up with everything that I want to sell, or that I can sell at the moment. And I probably will, kind of my thoughts would be to offer them at a discounted rate for maybe I do it on over a weekend, and I offer the goods at a discounted rate, and then I will stream the grand opening to my YouTube channel and make a cool little event out of it. Just anything I'm trying to do basically to try to promote this community, this town of Dragon's Watch. So we're going to end this episode here. Thanks everybody for watching. Make sure you hit the like button if you liked what you saw, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and come check out Dragon's Watch. Come join the community. Come join the revival. And I will talk to everybody later. See ya.